The Sales Gravy Summit is an opportunity for the entire Sales Gravy team to get together twice a year and just stop and focus on ourselves. And the goal is to focus on making our team better so that when we go back out into the field and work with our clients, we're better at making their sales teams and their leadership teams. So we got everybody together at this really cool inn near Lake Raven called Glen Ella Springs, and it's off the beaten path. It's down a dirt road. It's a place where a lot of famous people hang out. They've got great food, great restaurant. The meeting space was amazing, and it's up in the mountains. So and by the way, off the grid. So there's no TVs in the rooms, and cell phones don't work very well, and the Wi-Fi is spotty. So all the connectivity and all the things that are normally distracting us, we pull away by bringing them to this place that has been there since the 1800s. And it gives us an opportunity to both work and play. We get to go hang out at the lake together, ride on the boat, and we get to walk through the meadows and do hikes and go into the Tallulah Gorge. So it's just really a great place, and just kudos to the people at Glen Ella Springs, because the service was incredible. Their attention to detail and their focus on our group was amazing. And because it's a small inn, basically when we showed up, we occupied the entire hotel. So it was our place. It was Sales Gravy's place just for the moment. Our team is on the road all the time because we train the sales, customer service, account management, and leadership teams of our clients in countries across the globe. So from India to Singapore to South America, in the United States, Australia, Canada, Europe, we're all over the place. And when you're running that hard, when you're going and going and going and going, it's easy to get tired, it's easy to get a little bit worn out, and it's sometimes easy to get disconnected from our core message. And the one thing that we focus on in our summit is getting back to our core values, who we are, what we're about, and making sure that when we're delivering training, it is focused on the unique situation that our clients are in and using their language, and not like training out of a box, but training that's customized to them. So our people are coming in from all over the place. We have 19 people on our team, and we're growing. Plus we have support people like our PR group and our marketing group who come in from different places. But when we start putting the states together, we've got people coming in who work for Sales Gravy from San Francisco, from Phoenix, up in Ohio in the Northeast, and in Texas and Florida and states all over the place, coming into this meeting so that they get re-centered and they get to see each other and talk to each other and share best practices. So the problem with these meetings is there's never enough time, because we peel off a week essentially to get people out of the field, and even getting that week is tough because the phones are ringing and our clients are asking for more, and we have such a full pipeline that it takes a lot of discipline to pull the week off. We literally have to say as a company, we're not booking any engagements, we're not doing any training during that particular week. And trust me, the salespeople hate to do that because nobody wants to say no. So we have just a couple of days together, and then we want to schedule some time so that people can go spend time together without having any sort of formal meeting. It's never enough time. So personally, as the CEO of the company, I'm never satisfied. I wish I could have 2 weeks with everyone, and I never feel like we accomplish everything that we go into. We always have more to do than we can possibly get done. But coming out of the meeting, you start seeing the actions. You see the intent changing. You see that people are really paying attention to our core values as a company, that they get reconnected to that. You see the motivation levels go up. You see, I think that the spirit of who we are at Sales Gravy, it comes back in a really an amazing way. Even though our meetings, because of who we are, basically salespeople and trainers who were salespeople who are now training, we're all practitioners. It's just a little chaotic, and anybody who's hanging around a bunch of salespeople know that it's like herding cats. So we're in our meetings, sharing best practices, arguing. Sometimes we fight a little bit, and you walk away and think, did anything positive come out of all this chaos? And then you realize a couple of days later that it was incredibly positive, and that everybody's back to speaking the same language, and that in the end, the training experience that we deliver to our clients, the consulting experience we deliver for our clients, will be legendary, and it will be something that people continue to talk about. One of the things that comes out of our summit is that we have a lot of smaller meetings that we need to have. So we're already scheduling meetings with the sales team, for example, to get dialed in on particular industry verticals. So where we've had a lot of success, so we start reaching into those verticals and talking to more companies inside those verticals. So we'll be having additional meetings with the sales team coming out of this in July. We'll be having additional meetings with our marketing and PR team to support those sales efforts. We also know coming out of this that there are a lot of tools that our trainers are telling us that they need for helping them make an impact with their training with their clients. So we're going to be meeting with our curriculum development team over the summer and working on those things. So typically what we come out with is a list of, we call them top rocks. So we have these top priorities that come out of the summit meeting, and then we have a whole list of other issues and things that we need to deal with, and there's you're never going to get it all done. So between now and 6 months from now, when we come back together for our next summit meeting, those top rocks, getting into verticals, focusing on building out tools. We're doing a complete redo of our website and our messaging and who we are. Building out additional coursework because we're seeing the demand in the marketplace. So building more curriculum, working on our e-learning and Sales Gravy University, like all of those things. Those are things we have to work on over the next 6 months. And so the obligation that I have is that we show progress on those. So when we get back together, we've also, coming out of this, we recognize that we need to provide additional support to our trainers and consultants, who are the most important part of our entire team, because they're the ones that are delivering this training and client experience. The support team has a lot of work to do to make sure that we're making it easier for them to travel and meet with clients and have what they need when they get there. We've got a lot of work to do there, so we'll be working on that. And then when we get back together in December, so we typically do this in July and December, our core focus in December is going to be making sure that those goals, those rocks were accomplished, gathering up any other things that we need. And then in December, we're going to be a lot more team focused. So we're going to be focusing specifically on sales strategies with the sales team, specifically on marketing strategies with the marketing team, specifically on training best practices and how do we deliver better in the classroom and when we're doing virtual instructor-led remote training. All of that will be focused on the individual groups. So this meeting was more of the entire team coming together, focusing on strategy. The very next meeting is going to be much more focusing on the individual functions inside of our business by making the individual departmental functions in our company operate at a level of excellence.